Tesla Motors Inc. is an American automotive company that designs, manufactures, and sells electric cars and electric vehicle powertrain components. Tesla Motors is a public company that trades on the Nasdaq exchange. Tesla was founded in 2003 by a group of Silicon Valley engineers. Their prime objective was to prove that the electric car was not a fad and could pave the way for the next technological revolution. Elon Musk is the co-founder of Tesla Motors and currently serves as Chief Executive and Chief Design Officer. The company headquarters is in Palo Alto, California, and currently employs approximately 2,000 people. The Tesla Roadster rolled out of production in early 2008, making waves in the technology and automotive industries as being the first highway-capable battery electric vehicle sports car in serial production and for sale in the United States. The Model S sedan and Model X SUV are the other two electric vehicles in production by Tesla. Tesla Motors' main objective is to push the transition to all-electric mobility. Elon Musk has always been blunt about his dissatisfaction with the American automotive industry in their failed attempts to make electric vehicles a viable option for consumers. Tesla's strategic plan will stay true to the first principles of innovation and continue to build the case for the electric car. Tesla will focus on environmental friendliness and low emissions, high performance, improved battery technologies and driving range, and energy efficiency. Tesla cars run on all-electric power, and because of this, the mileage per fill can be significantly lower than a gasoline-powered engine. Tesla Motors is eager to combat this problem with constant innovation of their battery packs to keep consumer confidence at a high. Tesla's business model clearly defines a set of standards associated with costs to consumers. Tesla's profit margins are fair. Costs to consumers are kept down by not overcharging for transportation fees. In keeping with this cost structure, Tesla plans to build a manufacturing plant overseas to meet expected foreign demand. Tesla has opted for a direct sales model which would bypass the traditional middleman, the auto dealerships, to sell directly to consumers. Tesla has emphasized the need for direct contact with their clients in order to educate them on all electric vehicles, seeing as how the concept of driving an electric vehicle is still fairly new. Tesla has been in the news recently amid Model S breakdowns and fires caused by faulty wiring and circuit malfunctions. Tesla's competitors and critics of electric vehicles have not missed this opportunity to lash out at Tesla and have used the fires as a means to slander the Tesla name, accusing the company of negligence, claiming that their battery technology is doing more harm than good. Elon Musk recently announced Tesla's plans to build a large-scale lithium-ion battery manufacturing facility in the United States. This facility would effectively manufacture enough batteries to meet Tesla's projected production schedule. Tesla's battery manufacturers cannot currently keep up with demand. Musk has said that vertical integration will drive costs down and guarantee a steady supply of vehicle parts.
Now on to a brief SWOT analysis. Strength of Tesla start with the management. CEO Elon Musk is a highly innovative and successful entrepreneur. Elon Musk also owns SolarCity, which installs solar panels. Both companies are now collaborating with each other. Our strength of the company revolve around the cars. Tesla developed the first ever fully electronic luxury sports car called the Roadster. Tesla S model won the 2013 Motor Trend Car of the Year award and can also be used for their future crossover model or any other model they envision. However, Tesla's biggest strength lies within the car. Tesla's range of battery is far more than competitors. Tesla also has patents on most of the drivetrain and battery technology utilized in their cars, giving Tesla a competitive advantage over competitors. Threats. Tesla's fair price strategy has not yet been used so far in the auto industry. Because of the uncertainty of this strategy, this poses a major threat. Tesla is also small relative to other large motor companies. Due to the sheer size, large motor companies have the ability to devote more resources to developing electronics and cars fueled by other alternatives. Right now, Tesla are receiving government subsidies. However, should the government not see any economic benefit, there could be a loss of these subsidies. External factors such as price of the oil also present a major threat. Larger competitors have more financial resources and thus can survive longer if the price of oil does not increase in the near future. Electronic vehicles are a relatively new idea, and any related accidents scare away potential customers. Tesla had one battery catch on fire and it made headlines, while combustion engines have many accidents that don't make the news. Public perception from one incident can hinder overall brand image. Moving on to weaknesses. Tesla fully develops their vehicles, including their sub-assemblies. In doing so, this leads to a higher cost of production. Therefore, their prices relative to other competitors selling combustion engines are inevitably much higher. People's perception of electric cars are still very uncertain. With Tesla not having a diversified selection and only selling electric cars, this limits revenue and profitability. Tesla, despite making great cars in an industry that is so competitive that there are no guarantees that they will make money. Although the batteries used in Tesla vehicles have improved, there is still no guarantee that they will continue to improve. Currently, Tesla are being constrained by these batteries. Tesla cannot make enough to meet the demand of the market, thus limiting themselves from potential revenue. Finally, opportunities. Electric cars is a growing market and there is still no set standards, and more people are caring about the environmental issues, and oil supplies are a finite resource. This poses a huge opportunity for Tesla cars. Tesla still hasn't tapped all potential markets. There is a large international market potential such as China and Western Europe. Daimler and Toyota bought electronic vehicle technology from Tesla. More automakers may decide to do the same, as Tesla are at the forefront in this technology. Charging stations and swapping battery stations are not standardized yet. Other auto manufacturers may follow them and pay Tesla Motors to use their stations for their electronic vehicles. Tesla has potential to become not only a car company, but an energy provider as well.
Now let's look at the competitive analysis. Starting with the competitive rivalry. The intensity of rivalry in the consumer motor vehicle market is very intense. It is a highly consolidated industry which has many different competing brands and vehicle segments targeted at many different consumers. Since there are many steps from manufacturing to distribution and sales, it is a very difficult market for new competitors to enter. Currently, the big car companies like Toyota, Nissan, General Motors, and Ford have started to compete in the hybrid electronic vehicle market. There is also added competition from the luxury brands such as Lexus, Cadillac, Lincoln, and Infiniti, among others. Barriers to entry. Just entering into the automotive industry in 2003, Tesla themselves are facing the challenges of being a new entrant into this market. A large amount of capital is required to begin many business ventures, but the auto manufacturing industry requires that much more time and effort is needed to bring a single model from a concept through mass production and sale. The electronic vehicle market itself is very niche, and there's a large amount of proprietary technology that would be needed to enter this market. Supplier power. The partnerships that Tesla uses to operate actually decreases their supplier power. Supply chain and product strategies are tightly aligned to their suppliers. For example, Panasonic is the only manufacturer of Tesla's battery technology, leaving them with no alternatives to supply their batteries. They have several other partnerships with the suppliers similar to this one with Panasonic that limit their choice of supplier. Overall, automakers are becoming more dependent due to the increased use of technology and the increasingly complex designs in their automobiles. Buyer power. In the automotive industry, consumers have many different cars and manufacturers they can choose from, leaving manufacturers to compete aggressively for consumer business. This results in low margins on sales to attract consumers. The number of models of cars are also growing yearly, which allows consumers to have an increasing options when deciding to purchase a vehicle. Manufacturers are also starting to include alternatives such as hybrid, electric, diesel, and fuel cell powered vehicles. Substitutions. Tesla Motors are dependent on the trend of consumers making their purchases based on factors like protecting the environment and energy efficiency. In this market, there are other substitutions such as hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and battery-operated cars. Other substitutions include gas-powered vehicles, public transportation, even recreational vehicles such as a bicycle. With a growing increase in oil prices, it may influence more consumers to look for a more efficient vehicle.
Let's start off by talking about liquidity ratios. Return on assets is an indicator on how profitable a company is in comparison with its total assets. This ratio is a reflection of how efficiently the management team is using its assets to generate earnings. The second ratio we will talk about is the return on equity ratio. It measures a company's profitability in comparison with the total shareholder capital. This ratio is a reflection of how efficiently the management team is using the capital investments to generate earnings. As we can see, both of the liquidity ratios are negative in 2012 and in 2013. From this, we can conclude that Tesla is not using its assets and equity efficiently to generate a profit. The third liquidity ratio we will talk about is the current ratio. This ratio measures the company's ability to pay its short-term debts. A current ratio of over 100% suggests that the company is financially well off in the short run. Next is the quick ratio, also known as the asset test. It measures the company's ability to pay its short-term debts with its most liquid assets. Liquid assets or short-term assets are those assets that can be turned into cash in 1 year or less. A higher quick ratio suggests that the company is in better liquidity position. Tesla's current ratio was 97.34% in 2012 and 187.50% in 2013. This means that in 2012, Tesla was able to pay off 97% of its short-term debts, and in 2013, Tesla was able to pay off 187% of its short-term debts. Tesla's quick ratio in 2012 was 47.54% and 137.09% in 2013. This means that in 2012, Tesla was able to pay off 47% of its short-term debts, and in 2013 was able to pay off 137% of its short-term debts only using its liquid assets.
North America's current interest in the electric vehicle market marks the fourth time in history that such cars have had a growing presence on the road. According to the Electric Auto Association, more than 100 years ago, the number of electric cars outnumbered gas-fueled cars as a result of Thomas Davenport's 1834 invention of a battery-powered vehicle. This first market interest took a turn with the rise of the internal combustion engine and the lack of infrastructure of electricity power grids to make electric vehicles a legitimate mode of transportation. Now, however, a number of circumstances are taking form that may provide the electric vehicle market with the backbone it needs to make a legitimate claim in the worldwide automotive industry. Moving forward, Tesla Motors should continue in actively pursuing strategic partnerships with the necessary stakeholders and continue to develop a portfolio of alliances with market leaders across relevant industries. This will provide Tesla with the necessary leverage to pursue Musk's master plan for Tesla Motors, whilst strengthening its market position as a leader in the electric vehicle market.